How you doing, folks? Rich Van Tassel with you. Today is Monday, December 26, 2016. We have the Monday Night Football preview between the Detroit Lions, who are 9-5, 3-4 on the road, traveling to Dallas to play the Cowboys, who are 12-2, 6-1 at home. The Cowboys have clinched home field advantage, the top spot in the NFC. The Lions will clinch a playoff spot with a win. It was looking like this game would be relatively meaningless, but once Tampa Bay lost, Detroit was able to clinch with a win in this one, so they would do so. Now, should Dallas win this game, it basically puts it to where the Washington Redskins can win against the Giants, and they're in, barring that Detroit and Green Bay does not tie, and the Giants, that is, are basically locked in the fifth spot. So you don't know how much they're going to be looking to get that one next week against the Redskins. So I'd say this is a pretty big game for the Detroit Lions, not really so much at all for the Cowboys. Injuries for the Lions: DeAndre Levy, linebacker, questionable. Theo Riddick, running back. Darius Slay, cornerback, are doubtful. Travis Swanson, the center, is out. For the Cowboys, J.J. Wilcox, safety. Barry Church, safety. Des Bryant, wide receiver, questionable. Justin Durant, linebacker. Morris Claiborne, cornerback, are out. So, with this game, the Cowboys, I'll be interested to see. It appears all indications are they're going to come out and they're going to play. As far as Tony Romo coming in, them resting, I would assume if they get a lead, a pretty substantial lead, you'll see those guys come in. But apart from that, and that's any other game, you play during the NFL season. So apart from that, I expect the Cowboys to play their starters all night. That's just the indication I'm getting, and really no other reason because of that. You look at Ezekiel Elliott averaging over 5 yards per carry, 13 touchdowns. He'll certainly be on Detroit's radar as far as someone they got to stop. However, I think the Cowboys may try to open up their passing game a bit. They have 2 games. If you're playing the guys, but you don't really have anything to lose like they do, you may look to work on the passing attack, such as having Dak Prescott drop back and have those downfield routes that we've seen become problematic for the Cowboys because teams will blitz on Dak Prescott and make him uncomfortable. And when guys can't get open too fast because they're running downfield, it becomes much easier to get to the quarterback and force a guy like Dak Prescott to make a quick decision where he may not want to make a mistake. He'll take a sack. Now that would open up Dak Prescott to some hits, which the Cowboys might not want to do, so they may not do it anyway. That's just something, an observation I'm making, a prediction for this game, something I think may happen. I really have no inside knowledge to suggest that the Cowboys will do that or will not do that. I'm just saying that's something I wouldn't be surprised if I saw in this game where the Cowboys try to open up their air attack a bit to work on that going down the stretch, which would mean less of Ezekiel Elliott. But knowing where the Cowboys' bread gets buttered, they'll probably be feeding Elliott all game long. So Matt Stafford, as we know, 22 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. He's playing well this season. He wants to get into the playoffs, as does everyone else on this team. The Cowboys secondary, you have already Morris Claiborne out, and the injuries to the safeties are questionable, so he may be looking at a depleted secondary. But Claiborne's been out for a while. Anthony Brown's been playing. As a Cowboy fan, I would have liked to see Claiborne get into this game, or bare minimum get into the next game, so he has something under his belt before he plays. Another thing to look at in this game, Randy Gregory will be playing. Randy Gregory, of course, was on suspension most of the season, so you have this game, the next game, then a bye week, and then the first playoff game. So Randy Gregory basically has a little bit of a training camp here with the 2 games and then the bye week to get himself ready to go for the playoffs. So that's something I would look at as well. It's really hard for me to pick this one because I don't know what the Cowboys are going to be doing. As it's, we said at the beginning of the video, all the indications for the Cowboys are they're going to come out and play their starters and play to win this game. But being the top spot, no matter what, you'd have to expect there might be some sort of a letdown anyway. Detroit, like we said, they're focused on playing the Packers next week as well, but they know that a playoff spot is on the line. That's why I'm going to pick the Detroit Lions to get the victory in this one. I expect the Cowboys to be sluggish. If they get down big, would Romo come in? I don't know. And as far as Tony Romo coming in, I expect he needs work. People are saying they don't think so, whatever the case may be. but that's certainly something to keep an eye on as well. But I think that the Cowboys will be sluggish and Detroit will jump on them early. Detroit will have to do that if the Lions decide they want to keep Dallas around. If Dallas isn't playing well, they'll do that at their own peril. But the Lions will come away with the victory in this one. I like 28-17. The Cowboys offense will probably be tinkering with some things. It'll cause them to not score some points. And Ezekiel Elliott will not be much of a factor. So stay tuned, and we'll see you later on. Thank you.